I normally don't make a video on the same day that I have my live stream, Thursday, but man, we've got severe winter weather hitting almost the entire U.S., all the way down south. People in Arkansas, Texas, way down south, Tennessee, Kentucky, getting a lot of ice threats and just chilling weather. Oh my gosh. And so I'm out here today. Walk with me, join me. I've been wrapping these hives a little bit more because it's going to be 20 to 30 below zero Fahrenheit tonight. And I've been checking all my winter bee kinds, putting more winter bee kinds on. So let's check on winter bee kind, make some adjustments to a hive over here. Bees peeking out the winter bee kind opening there. I'd like to find a winter bee kind that's empty. These hives had a lot of honey on them though. This one has 2 deeps and a medium super on it underneath all the insulation. So they have enough on there of their own resources to make it through winter. But I like to put a winter bee kind on there just for insurance purposes. Let's see what's in here. Always use a little smoke there like this. All right. I think there's a lot on here. It feels kind of heavy. Ooh, look at the bees in there. Let me get that camera up a little bit. Oh my goodness, we're about to open this hive up and you're not going to believe how many bees are in this hive in the middle of the winter. But before I open it up, let me encourage you guys to please subscribe. I appreciate you so much. Love you. And I want you to subscribe to my channel and enjoy it. If you subscribe, doesn't cost you anything. You'll be notified each time I make a video. Now let's open this up. Take a look. You won't believe it. I've had a lot of people ask me about fondant, and I used to use fondant, 20, 30 years ago, whenever. Wow, that's a lot of bees. But I can't get this kind of population of winter bees and surviving winter like this with fondant. This winter bee kind board is just covered with bees. I think I might put a new one on this one just because there's so many bees. There's bees on the winter bee kind. There's bees on in the box. Let's see if I can move them around. Yeah, there's enough candy on there. We're going to leave this be. It can last us another week or so. Now, this is the hive. If you watched the video a few weeks ago, several weeks ago, I wrapped this hive with some foam insulation. They're doing good on warmer days, which we haven't had many of. Oh, look at that. A little woolly worm. Wow, still alive in there. And so this is the winter bee kind board that they're eating. Well, I wrapped it before I kind of figured out how tall it needed to be because I had a box on here, a feeder box down there on the ground. And so I just went ahead and took that off to expose this. It had a box and a liquid feeder and a top cover over there. I opened it up. So what I want to do now is I want to put another bead of tape lower, and that way I can slice off the top part of the insulation, put some tape on here. I'm going to use some white duct tape. All right. And now I'm going to drop it just below the winter bee kind, kind of like the top of the hive. That way I can take the winter bee kind off more easily than having to do it with these walls up here. All right, that'll work. Now we just need to figure out a place to start slicing it off. Oh, hard to see actually. So let's see. We're just going to take an educated guess here. Give it the old college try. We'll see how we do on this section, then we can adjust the others. All right, so we can cut the tape off. And it's going to be hard to break that. Can't get a deep enough cut. Almost though. Let's get the old pocket knife out. Do you feel naked without a pocket knife? Oh my gosh. Sometimes when I go speaking at bee conferences, I can't take my pocket knife with me. And I know I'm inside, a conference center, but I just love to have my pocket knife on me all the time. All right, there we go. Hey, that's pretty good. Let's keep going all the way around a few more times. Yeah, like I said, I normally don't make a video on Thursday, because I had my live stream on Thursday night. By the way, I'll leave a link right here for my live stream. And I hope you'll join me. Tonight I'm talking about, ooh, bees are coming out. Let me show you. Tonight I'm talking about how to set up your apiary. Because I know a lot of you, some of you are new beekeepers. You're wanting to know how to set up your bee yard, called an apiary. And I get it. So I'm going to talk about that tonight, because spring is coming, believe it or not. Even though tonight's going to be the next 10 days. Look at my forecast. The next 10 days are awful. See them coming out of the little winter be kind hole. A lot of bees are up there eating the candy. And I made a little noise. That's why I've got my bee suit on. Never, ever work your bees. Summer, spring, winter. Never, ever fall. I mean, without some protection of your face and head. Preferably a whole bee suit. That's what I like. Yeah, it's going to be wind chill of 30 below. And look at this warning here. I guess it's a watch. A chance for us here up in Illinois, 5 to 7 inches of snow. I'd rather not get that again. But even though it's winter, January the 22nd, I am going to light my smoker. Right now, it is about 29 degrees Fahrenheit, below freezing, and it's going to keep getting colder. So I'm going to get the smoker going, even though you wouldn't think you would need to smoke your bees in the wintertime when you're changing a winter bee kind board, but you'll learn that you do. Bees will want to fly. Even though you think it's too cold, bees won't fly. You open the top up to change out your winter be kind, and boom, there they are flying. So I'm going to light this smoker. If you're new to a smoker, make sure you light some, like a fire in the bottom of the smoker to get it going. Down in the lower part of the... Ooh, wow. There went my eyebrows. What little I had left. All right. Then put your smoker fuel in there. For me, it's some burlap. Light that burlap good. Get that burlap flamed up good. And then we're going to change this winter be kind. Some of you have asked me, how do I change a winter be kind in the winter time? Will it hurt the bees? Nah, bees are clustered. They keep each other warm. And as long as you don't lift up some frames into the frigid cold air, it won't hurt your bees any. Let's put a little more coffee bean bags in there without the coffees. Coffee beans aren't in there anymore. All right. Whew. What's good about this is when I'm done, I'll close it off and put a cork in it. And what you may have noticed, I pulled out a big chunk of burlap from from last summer, or the last time I used it, and so it's still going good. Now, don't close the lid now. Some people close it too quickly. Keep working it till you get a flame out of the top. There's the flame. See that? Hear that? Now you're done puffing. Shove her down, close her up, keep her going. All right. There we go. So I'm going to smoke the entrance there where the winter be kind board is. Let me show you how I do it, okay? Changing out a winter be kind. We may not have to change this one if they haven't eaten it all out yet, but I kind of suspect they might have. I'm hoping you'll join me at the Midwest Honeybee Expo up in Wisconsin. I'll leave a link right here. It's coming up February 6th and 7th. And I'm going to have all my team with me. I'll have Sherry with me, Carrie, and I'll have Patrick, my videographer, with me. And a lot of good speakers up there. We're going to be up there a couple of days. So I think you'll have a good time. So come and join us. Look at that. They're not clustered at all. I've mentioned that. They're just up there eating. I don't always wrap, but I'm glad I did this year. I just felt like it was going to be a rough winter. And the next 10 days, gosh, it's going to be tough. And so those of you, even in the deep south, you guys are getting way down cold. And I know you're worried about your bees. So I'm giving you some tips. Feeding them, to me, is the winner. You can see in some of these hives that it's cold enough to cluster, below freezing, and they're not clustered. They're just walking around eating the winter be kind. It's just so transforming of winter survival once you realize how important it is to feed your bees in the wintertime. I've been doing this about 20 years, I think, of feeding bees in the wintertime, 15 or 20 years now. And you can watch all my videos from way back and kind of success I have in doing this. And I know a lot of people want to try different ways, and I think you should try any way that works for you. This works for me. Feeding my bees, my winter bee kind boards in the wintertime is a winner for me. It always has been. And you can see the results too. So be prepared for this cold snap coming in. Oh, one of the things I want to tell you, be sure to, and I'll have to watch this too this time, you got to knock off the snow on your entrance. I know a lot of us feel like we need to completely kind of seal off the hive from, totally insulate it, not have any ventilation at all. But your bees are going to die if they get where they can't get any air. So they need air. They don't have lungs, but they do circulate air through their spiracles to keep all their cells oxygenated. So don't let them get air starved. I've got my bottom boards blocked off, and I'm having to watch the entrance really close, because if we get a heavy snow, what happens, it might look like you go out there and look and the snow's knocked off and you can kind of see they're open at the bottom. But what'll happen in the daytime, it will maybe warm up enough to melt some of the snow on top of the hive. That water will drip and land on your bottom board and keep piling up on your bottom board until the bottom board entrance will be frozen shut. And that will suffocate your bees. So don't let that happen. Stay on top of things. Keep an eye on your bees. I'm here to help you guys. I'm making a video. Hey, by the way, join me tonight on my live stream, 7 p.m. Central Time. Going to be talking about how to set up your apiary to be really efficient. So this is the time you either need to set it up if you're new to beekeeping, or you need to move it. You can move your hives around now because they're not foraging. Set it up the way you finally want it to be. Well, check that video out right over there. I'll see you guys soon.